Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. And here's the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wideout trying to get it in, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Louisville! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. They make the stop, and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Taylor wants to throw. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
It's apparent this quarterback took care of the film study this week. He is locked into this game plan right now. We already saw him throw a touchdown on the first drive. There's another beautiful throw vertically down the field to set his offense up. He is playing in tremendous rhythm right now.
Handoff, Isaac Brown.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Cardinals want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
1st down, right back to Brown. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Taylor wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look at that.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to Fluff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Cardinals are in the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. using the back as a receiver on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
A little screen to the running back. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. That's the
touchdown Cardinals, and they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Coming out with it, it's Evans. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll try to sneak it. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off for Brown. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Cardinals! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team. And
with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got his man. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter.
He's got it down the field. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Got room at the 35. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Nice pickup on that one. Makes up for some of the lost yardage, but they are still facing a third down here late in the half. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Cardinals send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Taylor wants to throw. It's on target and complete. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Black. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Stepping to the right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Brown. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Here's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. Third down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open. What does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Throws to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Mississippi State going up-tempo. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. They'll give it to Fluff. And they swarm him under.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Taking it the other way.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Taylor wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Running right, it's Bothwell. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Snap in the shotgun. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Inside the 40. Past the 30. Past the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of